Whether or not poll results predicting President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's re-election win in Iran are sound, there is, so far, no evidence beyond mere speculation that the election was stolen. However, there are credible reports that the CIA has been working for 2 years to destabilize the Iranian government. On May 23, 2007, Brian Ross and Richard Esposito reported on ABC News that current and former officials in the intelligence community said the CIA had received secret presidential approval to mount a covert black operation to destabilize the Iranian government. Then only a few days later, the London Telegraph reported that President Bush had signed an official document endorsing CIA plans for a propaganda and disinformation campaign intended to destabilize and eventually topple the theocratic rule of the mullahs. Last June, Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Seymour Hersh reported in The New Yorker that Congress had agreed to a request from Bush to fund a major escalation of covert operations against Iran. These operations, for which the president sought up to $400 million, were described in a presidential finding signed by Bush and were designed to destabilize the country's religious leadership. Neoconservative Kenneth Timmerman wrote the day before Iran's election that, quote, "The National Endowment for Democracy has spent millions of dollars promoting color revolutions. Some of that money appears to have made it into the hands of pro-Mir-Hossein Mousavi groups who have ties to non-governmental organizations outside Iran that the National Endowment for Democracy funds." Timmerman should know. His own neoconservative Foundation for Democracy itself is, quote, "a private nonprofit organization established in 1995 with grants from the National Endowment for Democracy to promote democracy and internationally recognized standards of human rights in Iran." Commentator Paul Craig Roberts, who served as an Assistant Secretary of the Treasury in the Reagan administration, said, quote, "The claim is made that Ahmadinejad stole the election because the outcome was declared too soon after the polls closed for all the votes to have been counted. However, Mousavi declared his victory several hours before the poll closed. This is classic CIA destabilization designed to discredit a contrary outcome. It forces an early declaration of the vote. The longer the time interval between the preemptive declaration of victory and the announcement of the vote tally, the longer Mousavi has to create the impression that the authorities are using the time to fix the vote. It is amazing that people don't see through this trick."